Right, I'm going to do a bit of a continualisticalism of earlier. I went up the shop in my garb, and I was making everyone smile. I had a couple of chats in the shop. I had people waving at me from the bus and from cars, and it felt great to be me, and it is. But fucking Valentine's fucking Day. It's so hard. Like, it's just every year. I looked through my Facebook memories. The last time I had someone to say Happy Valentine's Day to was fucking 8 years ago. 8 years. 8 years. It gets fucking. It wears fucking thin, is the point. It wears fucking thin. And, you know, the conclusion always is that I think negatively. And I just think, no, what the fuck is wrong? What the fuck is wrong? I love how fucking much energy I've got to give when I'm around someone that I love. And I am focusing on love because that's what I do. And it's the day of love. But stop trying to placate me with the fact that she'll turn up one day. She won't. You've been saying that for fucking years. Years. I mean years. I had a quick count up earlier. The first sort of love of my life was 19 when I met her, and we were together about a year. And that was when I first really knew what it was to be dumped and totally fucking crushed by something and really baffled. And it was, I'd completely trusted her, and she cheated on me as well. And it was, I felt such an idiot. I was defending her, saying she'd never do that. And then I found that she had, and la-di-da-di-da, teenage fucking drama, mate. And ever since then, she's this magical girl who will come along one day and sweep you off your feet and everything will be fine. And like I said before, the only way I dealt with loneliness for a few years was by saying she's not going to. But it was when I looked at the figures just for ADHD that 70% of them stay single. 70% of adult diagnosed males. So someone has done some specific research on it. Because once they found out about it, they started to realise a lot of people weren't diagnosed and should have been. And had I been, my life would have been different. There's a much better chance of recovery if you're diagnosed in childhood. Much, much better. And a lot of it is to do with the way that you get treated by others when they know that there's something different about you. And I think these days people seem to be a lot more accepting of that sort of stuff. But they weren't when I was a kid. It was all my fucking fault. It was all my fucking fault up until I was 39. And I got diagnosed and then told, well, so fucking what, you got ADHD? Well, now you know about it, you can do something with it. And I'm schizotypal as well. Caused by, I swear, living in society with ADHD has caused my 2 other personality disorders, along with all the other fucking bullshit that's come my way. But I swear a lot of it is to do with trying to fucking be around you lot. But, you know, schizotypals. It's in the fucking list of biggest fucking sort of core effects, is extreme difficulty in maintaining close relationships. So, you know, I called myself a clinical cunt before. Well, I'm a medical singleton, basically. I fucking have to be. I can't keep putting faith in your wishy-washy promises of this magical person. Stop saying that to me. Someone fucking 20 years younger than me telling me that fucking shit as if they're more experienced in it than I am. What I'm experienced in, mate, is being single for long periods of time. Since that girl when I was 20, 26 years, I've been in a relationship for 7 of those years. One of them was one relationship. No. 8, yeah, we'll give it 8. And then a few, we're not in a relationship, but we are. When you say Blatos are in a relationship, but you're saying that you're not. All that shit that people do these days. But even, you know, I've often thought, who the fuck is she going to be? Because if you're right, all you people that say, I promise you she'll come, and I fucking promise you. I don't know why you think you know that. You should buy lottery tickets if you're that certain of shit that's going to happen. when actually you shouldn't buy lottery tickets because you've always been wrong. Anyone would get in this position. Anyone would start to get a little bit embittered hearing this fucking shit. When it's Blato's not happening. It hasn't been happening. Don't tell me it's going to happen. What the fuck is that? That's just some thing you pluck out of the air to try and reassure me. And if I believe it, all I've ended up doing is living in hope of someone that isn't going to come. That's what's happened. I'm 46. I'm not a fucking kid. I act like one. I'm getting towards being a fucking senior. You know what I mean? It's way past the time for her to come along and fucking sweep me off my feet. She's way fucking late. People have had 2 whole fucking marriages in that time. And now they're living with someone else. That's the other point. I don't even have fucking options. So, you know, doing loving acts to myself and all that sort of stuff, I'm doing that all the time anyway because I'm so fucking single. I'm always having to make the best of everything on my fucking own. Every single day of the fucking week. I'm having to make the best of things on my own. Make my own fun. Share my own shit, do my own things, think my own thoughts. And, you know, today it's doubly hard, triply hard. And, yeah, it's just society, again, telling me it's not really fucking happening. But that's the other thing is, like, by telling someone that the right person will come along, that what? So that means that all of that is just blanked away, boom, gone. It's been year in, year out, year in, year out for way too fucking long. And I, you know, if it's fate, like you say it is, then who the fuck wants me this single and this fucking lonely? For what purpose, please? Why is that a reason? Why is that a reason? But people are just so insistent on it. You know, people start smiling. No, I believe that. No, I believe there's someone for everyone. There is someone for everyone. You just hang on. It's like, sorry, but who educated you that shit? That you know it so fucking 100%. You can only know something that fucking 100% when you fucking studied it, seen it, know it. You know what I mean? How the fuck can you insist that there's someone for me? Because that means that you're able to fucking script people's lives for them. And anyway, you're wrong. You're wrong. I feel fucking unsweep off my feetable now because of all the times I've fucking tried. And I am literally, I'm like the person in their late 20s, early 30s who's thinking it's never going to fucking happen. But I've been doing that for a further 18 years. It wears thin, mate. It wears fucking thin. Because the only people I seem to attract are ones that want to fucking change me. Work on me. Or tell me what's not fucking good enough. I've been told that enough times in relationships before long. This isn't good enough, that's not good enough. And you know, people tell you, of course you're enough, you're more than enough for who? Enough for no one. I'm too much. That gets said more often than not enough. And again, people will only believe that shit when it's happening, not when people are talking about it happening. There's a massive difference. There's a massive difference. You only feel loved when you're being loved. But then that's my other thing. That's the bit of me that's been toxified. My inputs and outputs of love. I've said for years I think I'm allergic to it. I used to jokingly say I think I'm fucking allergic to it. There's another thing, I can make some hilarious sounding jokes about my singleness and people laugh and I'm like, you're laughing at the bitter fucking truth, mate, a lot of the time. Anyone would become this fucking hard not to be bitter. I promise you. I promise you. I don't know anyone who's been this single, this consistently. I don't. Maybe a couple, but I've not really talked to about it. But, yeah, I can't just wish away the thing that I want from fucking love. Love is a huge energy. Love is the ultimate first force in the universe. There's a lot to be said for it. But it's not that I'm missing. You know, general love as an energy. I can send it out to people and it lands. But when people send it to me, I don't get it. And then it's just all psychological fucking nonsense. I don't know what the fuck's going on. But all humans need lots of different connections. All of us do. And so many of you that think you're fucking lonely and depressed have a lot more of those connections than I do. When it's, listen to him, thinks he's the only one with problems. No, I know there's loads of people going through this, and they're just as misunderstood. And what they've done is learn to fucking behave themselves and be good boys and girls for you lot. Because every time they fucking open their mouth, they're told to shut up, told that they're wrong, told not to worry. It's like, no one could go through this much singleness without being lonely, right? No one could go through this much singleness without thinking, fuck me, what is wrong with me? And so then if someone said, you're more than enough for anyone, you'd go, what the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? You would. If you literally, I don't bullshit. I don't make these fucking feelings up. So it is. It's a lonely, horrible, weird day. That's what I'm fighting. And yet again, I go out into the world and I'm Sunshine Mikey and everyone loves me. Nothing makes sense. Nothing is ever matched up with fucking anything. Nothing. I'm lonely and single, but everyone loves you. What? That sort of shit. Or people have a go at you. You know, I've often had a go at myself, saying, why put so much importance in a fucking relationship? And I would think, yeah. Why am I more of an accomplishment if I've managed to achieve the love of a woman? Why do I have to exist as a slightly better fucking human being if I've, you know, fathered children and you know, whatever, fucking blah, whatever. And so then, I don't know. Swimming around in a void of fucking nothingness with the odd bubble that pops up and I say hello to is basically my life at the moment. And every time I try and swim somewhere, I fucking just go in a weird direction. And I'm sad. I'm not allowed to be sad without you telling me that I shouldn't be sad. And what's a relationship anyway? And she'll come along and da-da-da-da-da. It's like there's a contradiction there. So I'm not supposed to miss it, but don't worry because the magic's coming. That doesn't make sense to me either. It doesn't make sense to me because that would mean if I'm minimising it that much, when it comes along, I'm not going to think of it that highly, am I? Because I'm going to minimise it and so what? It's only a fucking relationship. I don't understand. But all I know is I'm fuck off lonely. And I'm saying it on here because by now people would be interrupting me and telling me how fucking great I am. And it's just, please fucking can't express how I feel without someone telling me that it's not happening or that it shouldn't be happening according to their perception. It's like it just, and then, you know, I'm still walking around with it in the pit of my fucking stomach, regardless of what anyone says. So I had to offloadicate it on here because I'm just fucking, the closest I get to love on Valentine's Day is pity. That's what, you know, I sent it out myself this morning to anyone who's cold and lonely, but I was more like saying, I know what it's like, is what I was saying. And I was saying focus on love because I do believe that. But I do that every day. I'm always putting, whenever I put a love heart on Facebook, I always think about the word love. I try and be loving towards myself and others. That you know, that ain't the Valentine's love, is it? Anyway, it's turned into a waffleation, so I'll wrap it the fuck up. Actually, no, I'm going to go on for another 34 seconds or so, because then it'll be a 14:44. And that's angels all around you, and that's what I need today, is angels all around me as I walk through my day. And try and be a bit happier, hey? Because then everything might just be okay. And I'm not even going to try and freestyle rap. Because I'm shit at it. And you will generally find with me that I don't do the things that I'm shit at. I don't even talk about them. Where are we now? 14:40, 1, 2, 3, goodbye.